Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Derp Your Hooves. Today we are testing the F-16 by SC Designs, not DC Designs, SC Designs. This is the F-16C. I have removed all of the external fuel tanks, keeping the fuel low on it. I want to push it to its limits today, and see if it can achieve what the Air Force spec sheet says it can do. Again, the F-22 and the Joint Strike Fighter are two much newer aircraft than this. And I actually heard this plane has been improved. It's now called the Viper. Um, now, so they can keep it in service for a while longer. I kind of wonder if, that's why we're going to have some of the things that happen here. But anyhow, we're going to go ahead and we're going to try and bring it up to about 10,000 feet to start and just see what it can do.
Tower Derp pony plane, 1 frequency change.
So we're at about 9,600 feet. Approaching 10,000 feet, and I'm just checking to see how much fuel I have. Because we're going on full afterburner, and I really don't want to carry a whole bunch of extra weight. Because about 10,000 feet on full afterburner, this plane should be able to go about 1,500 miles per hour. So that's Mach 2. So we'll just wait as I so nicely show you that there's no drop tanks on this. On the outside of our F-16C, there's no of the new external tanks that are on there. So we're at about 741, 43, 44. So we are gaining some speed on full afterburner. Again, we're not carrying any weapons. We don't have the speed brakes engaged or the flaps engaged. So, we should be able to reach Mach. It's just about Mach 1.3. So we're going to go higher now. And I'm going to take it to about 20,000, 30,000 feet. Just get a little higher. The air's a little thinner. And let's see. So 25,000, so about 30,000 feet, about your average commercial airliner height. So this plane has a altitude, ceiling is above 50,000 feet according to the Air Force fact sheet. So we are at 33,000, headed towards 34,000 at 395 knots. And are we even at Mach 1? 1.2. So, let's see. Mach 1. Mach 1? Screen's a little small right now on my side. But so we're headed about 500. Oh, here's a little interesting little glitch. Not so sure why, but I hit the default key to go back to centerline cockpit view and it's not working. I actually had to hit Control 0 to get back. Not sure why that is, but so 406 knots. At about 30, approaching 37,000 feet. I'm going to take it a little higher, see exactly what we can do for reaching a max altitude, but I'm saying at about 30,000 feet, our altitude has, or not our altitude, but our speed is definitely not anywhere near Mach 2. I'm just going to take it 42,000 feet, 43,000 feet. Now, if this thing should have a ceiling at about 50,000 feet, above 50,000 feet. So we're at 4,460 something thousand feet. And now we're at 290. 270, 280. And now the plane's actually starting to become a little unstable at this altitude, so that's why it's bobbing. I'm actually having a hard time keeping it level. It's starting to fight me. So I'm going to say that maybe it's close, but this definitely falls short of the U.S. Air Force fact sheet for the performance characteristics of this plane. So I want to take it a little higher, see if I can get it up to 50,000 feet. Of course, my speed is dropping because I am pulling away from the Earth. So 48,000 feet. Let's see if we can get it to 50. 49. Oh, it's really starting to fight me here. That's what that dragging is. That's what all that noise is. So we're at 50,000 feet. So, according to the Air Force fact sheet, this aircraft has a ceiling of a little bit above, somewhere above 50,000 feet. So we are now at 50,000 feet. And that is the max that this plane is going to give us. At about 162 knots. So, now, I'm going to say that I have never flown one of these planes, or even flown in one. I have been around them, however. Beautiful planes, by the way. That's another story altogether. And you can always see them at air shows. The Thunderbirds fly the F-16. I'm not sure if there's any fighter pilots or anyone who's flown the F-16 out there in real life to even say this is close to its characteristics. And again, here's that glitch again where the F key does not bring you back to the center position after you've kind of looked around the cockpit. You have to hit Control 0 if you have your default key set up. So it is a beautiful aircraft. I mean, SC Designs did a great job with modeling the aircraft. I do like their textures. Of course, I like my own better. Kind of goes with the derpy Hooves theme. I just kind of want to add to this that I did do the audio for this commentary and this review after the flight. So it was added after, and I really can't see the heads-up display that well on my editor. But even during the flight, the knots on the left-hand side on the F-16 heads-up display are definitely different than the Mach number it's giving you on the bottom. I'm not exactly sure how that works. Still, wasn't able to get this to Mach 2. Still a good aircraft. I'm just, kind of not sure why the heads-up display and knots doesn't match the Mach speed.
Contact Tokyo Center on 125.9. Good day. for Singapore 29er.
So anyhow, I just cut ahead here to our landing at Yokota Air Force Base. I kind of got lost and flew around Japan looking for it. The F-16 is actually it's a pretty easy plane to take off and land. It is a little wobbly if you taxi too fast, or you don't want to bounce on landing. Doesn't like it. Has a stall speed of around 180 with the top tanks, the top fuselage tanks on it. Right now it's pretty low on fuel, and I don't have any drop tanks or top tanks or any of the static armament, which actually adds weight to the aircraft. And I also want to say that you're going to hear the air traffic controller at one point come through, and well, in all the footage that you missed, the Microsoft Flight Simulator, the text to voice, the ATC server went down in live mode. I still have an internet connection that works just fine at, my speed. But the servers went down. That happens with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Um, it's not this aircraft, it's actually them. So if it happens to you, it happens occasionally. I'm sure they're working on making it a more bulletproof connection. And our landing. And touchdown. So, besides my allergies getting to me today, sorry about the sniffles. Always seem to apologize in these reviews. I want to let you know that I am in no way being paid or endorsed by SC Designs or DC Designs or Microsoft Flight Simulator at this point. And this plane is the current version as of January 4th, 2022. The SC Designs F-16. We're using the C version. Pretty good plane. I'd give it about a 4 out of 5 if I was going to rate it by stars. Yep, that's what happens when the ATC goes down. You get the Terminator there. Better.
Derpy Pony plane 1 contact ground on 1 tree decimal 2.
Better listen to him.
1 tree decimal 2 for Derpy Pony plane 1.
I think they got us. Yeah, I think John Connor is going to be kind of upset. Anyhow, so here we are taxiing into Yokota Air Force Base, and lots of private jets today here at Yokota. I would guess that there's something going on if there's so many private jets. Maybe they're not private jets, but you see jets like this, I would think. And there should be some more fighters, some F-22s? Yeah, that's right, that's the latest one. Not just the F-35, but there should be some F-35s and some F-22s around here. Probably some F-16s. Definitely some F-15s, I would think, at Yokota. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I don't know. It's 2022. Nice plane. I'm going to actually fumble around the cockpit here as I look for the engine kill switches and stuff like that. I would fly it more. However, I still think there's some bugs in it. I definitely think it could use an improvement, and maybe they could fix that. Again, if there's any pilots out there that want to chime in and tell me, is that really the maximum speed of the F-16 at 40,000 feet, 20,000 feet? And I thought it was supposed to go Mach 2. So, anyhow, nice plane. I would say it was worth the purchase. I like the F-14, the F-15 better. The F-14 is definitely better than this. But, still pretty good. Haven't picked up the F-22 yet. Just got this actually right before, not too soon before they released the F-22, I think it was. Or the F-35, it was. Sorry. Still a great plane. I think it's worth the buy. You can go ahead and tell me what you think, in the comments, if you own it. And, like I said, any Air Force pilots want to chime in and let me know what they think. If they ever watch this review, that would be great. Love to hear it in the comments. And I'm just going to shut it down, really kind of, half-assed. Just, I'm doing a Control-Shift-E to just kill it, because I just really don't want to hunt around for the field cutoff switches around here. So, again, lots of liveries. Thunderbirds is in there. You can fly as one of the Thunderbirds. It has smoke, so you can, do the whole flying formation things with your friends and, pretend to be the Thunderbirds, having fun. No combat modes in this. So, overall, I'd say it's not a bad plane. Definitely could see some more improvements on it. But still, overall, good job. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed this review, and I look forward to seeing you in the skies. We're just going to let this go ahead and go to the static view. Before you go, if you like what you saw, don't forget to like and subscribe.